and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's carry-on. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Sooners are marching down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Sategna. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking down the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. There he goes! Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much
looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Turning it on! He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Finds his man. It's Hill. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Using his legs, it's Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snap it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get him down inside the 5 of this offense, powering for the score.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Gibson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. On target to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. With the catch, it's Sategna. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip. They will score! Touchdown Sooners!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. It's Tatum. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now.
Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And here's the third interception of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella.
Third down is muddy down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got into their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right here.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a running room. Touchdown, LSU. And with that, when they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Purdue. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Buys a little time. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Carry-On. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
And the Sooners are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
on 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll take another shot here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance.
Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a score. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a 1st at the 32. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Sooners! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit.
Turning it on! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Running to Green. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best...
Trying to get behind the defense. Wide open, he makes the catch. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Pulls it in at the 25. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Here's a throw downfield late. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Going for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It comes down to this now. One final play to win it. This ball has got to get in the end zone somehow, some way. Who's going to step up?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0.